So, there is a discussion going on in the community whether GTA 6's story will be as long and as complex as it was in Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 4. Because obviously you know that in GTA 5 it wasn't that deep, it wasn't that long compared to GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2. That's why people raised the question, how long will it take us to beat GTA 6? How many missions will we have? And I decided to watch trailer 1, trailer 2 and all the screenshots and try to make out which scenes and shots were taken from missions. That way we could understand how many missions we could have at minimum and speculate how many missions will be in the final game. And I want to say that we'll be taking our reference from the latest leak as well. The latest leak said that all the scenes we saw in trailer 2 were from chapter 1 to chapter 3, and there are actually 5 chapters in GTA 6. So it means that there are 2 chapters that we have not seen yet, and obviously we have not seen the majority of the content in the later parts of the game. So let's begin with trailer 1. In the beginning of trailer 1, there is a shot where Lucia is in jail, and I think it's going to be a separate mission, maybe even a few missions. Like in Red Dead Redemption 2 we had a prologue consisting of several missions, and in GTA 5 it was North Yankton. So the first mission or the first few missions will probably be the prologue involving Lucia being in jail and maybe how she got there. I think there is also a possibility of Liberty City being in prologue, as Lucia is from Liberty City. Then we see Jason and Lucia riding together on highway. It could be either a gameplay moment or I believe it could be a part of a mission that we actually see in trailer 2. Lucia and Jason are riding away from a heist, this shot likely shows them escaping, and here you can see the actual heist that they did. When Lucia says trust at the end of the trailer, we see them in a motel room, it all seems to be a part of one big mission. Then in the second trailer, in just the beginning where Brian comes to Jason and asks him to do some local shakedowns, all the shots you can see right here, basically Jason working on the roof, then riding in his car, and then beating a man in a souvenir store, it's all one big mission. Now we're talking about a screenshot where Brian gives Jason a pistol, and he likely asks Jason to execute a mission, and it's definitely gonna be some mission based in Leonida Keys, maybe connected to some local shakedowns, or maybe where Jason has to take care of some things that are going wrong. Once again, it's a screenshot, we can see Brian and Jason heading to do something. Jason has a bulletproof vest and they are riding in Brian's Caracara 4x4. It's unclear what they are willing to do, maybe they are riding to do a drug deal or get rid of their rivals. Then, right in this screenshot, we can see Cowhampton with Jason, we know that they work together for Brian, and you can obviously see Brian's hangar in the background. In this screenshot, it's the moment they are likely heading to a mission or maybe heading back from a successful heist because they have duffel bags. Then right here we can see Jason talking to Brian and Brian's wife in the background, Lori, and this clip was given on the site separately. But I think it could be the same mission where they were talking and then they go to prepare for the mission itself. Now, mission where Jason comes to jail to pick Lucia up, it's obviously a huge story mission, and then they're having a good time in the bed at their safe house. Then we can see Jason and Lucia robbing a Sinfrontera National Bank, likely with Raul Batista, because in the short clip that was given once again on the website, you can see Raul Batista, Jason and Lucia, and they are having the same masks. Lucia also seems to have the same gun. So I think it could be the same mission as we saw in trailer 2, but we can also see Raul Batista here in this clip. Over here we can see Jason and Lucia spending time together, sitting on a pier, talking, laughing, drinking beers in the bar. It's all once again a mission. I don't think it's in free roam because there are pretty well written dialogues. Maybe it's like an end of some mission that they did previously. Over here we can see Jason working on Brian, loading a plane with drugs, probably cocaine and bricks. And right here we can see Cowhampton sitting on a boat, maybe in Leonida Keys, and the Dodo plane dropping something, which is likely once again bricks of cocaine. And I think that we will definitely have a mission where we, as Jason and Lucia, will have to do the same, like the mission where we have to collect drugs. Over here we can see Lucia doing public work, being observed by a policewoman and then coming back to Jason. Even though in the first shot it's nighttime and in the second one it's only evening, I think it could be still the same mission, because the fit Lucia wears is the same, and I think it could be a mission like the ones we had in GTA 5, where we had to work on a crane as Trevor in the port. Then right here, shortly after Lucia was released from jail, because she's saying that this is only the start for them. Maybe they start planning their big heist at the time, and this could be like a mission where Jason and Lucia start to prepare something, gather resources, gather guns and everything they need for their heist to go smoothly. Then in this shot, Jason, Lucia and Carlhampton are having a good time in the bar, and they actually have two other friends with them. The woman and another guy that we saw in the trailer not once, so I think that those are not just random NPCs. They're definitely relevant to the story, and it's likely a mission once again, where they are basically having a good time. Then we see all these shots of Jason and Lucia partying on a yacht, going to the nightclub, and you can also see the guy over there I was talking about just a few seconds ago, in the previous shot in the bar. They could also be partying or maybe investigating something. Then, right here we can see Lucia and Jason escaping from something. This is likely happening in Port Gilhorn or Wisedale County, because as you can see, this helicopter has the same livery as this one, as you can see on the screenshot right now. So it's in Wisedale County, which is located right here. And then this is a really interesting one. There will definitely be a mission including this cop, because he's not a random one. He has a line of dialogue in the trailer and I actually talked about him in my previous video, so I think that he'll be relevant to the story and maybe play a big role. Then we can see Jason driving by on Ocean Beach, shooting at somebody or maybe at some car. Maybe they're trying to get away from a heist that they just did, or maybe trying to get someone. Right here we can see Lucia in a fight club, the ones like we had in GTA 4. It could be a mission where Lucia has to defeat some fighters to get to the person that they need and maybe even kill them. Over here in this shot you can see Jason and Lucia preparing for a mission. They're saying we got it, and I'm not actually sure, it's just my speculation that these two scenes right here, they may not be connected at all, but if they are, it could be like a mission where they prepare and execute an actual heist, blowing up police vehicles while getting away. Then the mission where Lucia is fighting with some woman on a plane, nearly falling off of it. They are flying over Vice City. It's definitely a huge mission and it looks amazing. And the second one is a pickup truck towing a safe behind it. It's like a mission from Fast and Furious movie. But once again, it's definitely a mission, a pretty interesting one that we're going to have in GTA 6. So right here we can see Lucia stealing a Pegasi from a moving truck in downtown Vice City. It could either be in free roam or gameplay moment, or some type of a mission that could be given to us by Booby Ike. You can see Lucia and Jason shooting at a police helicopter on a boat. They're getting away from something and the police helicopter has Wisedale County livery that I was talking previously about, and it's definitely once again some type of a separate mission. Maybe they went on a boat to collect drugs that were dropped by a dodo plane and then they had to get away from cops. Then over here we can see Lucia hiding from some guy with a flashlight and a pistol looking for her. It doesn't seem like it's free roam, it's definitely part of a mission. Very likely they're trying to steal something stealthily, but they got spotted and now she has to hide. Here we can see Jason in Port Gilhorn beating someone near the Starlet Motel. Once again, I think it's a mission, could be free roam, but I don't really think so. This one is definitely a mission. You can see Jason on a motorbike following some people that are shooting at him, and then he's jumping on a car that Lucia is driving. It's the same mission and it's gonna be like a chase in Port Gilhorn. It's pretty interesting what is actually happening, but it seems to be a cool mission. And it was actually the last one that we talked about. So in total we have 29 missions that we'll have in GTA 6. It's the very least that we got a look at from trailers and screenshots. Obviously there will be much more because there are 2 chapters that, if we believe the leak, we have not seen at all. And they only showed us 1 or 2 missions from each chapter, which is not that much. And obviously if we even look at Red Dead Redemption 2, on average a chapter had like 14 or 17 missions. And if it's the same for GTA 6, then it's gonna be a pretty long story, roughly 75 to 90 missions, maybe even more. There will be a bunch of missions that Raul Batista will give us, and also missions that Drake One Priest, Real Dimes and Booby Ike are going to give us. I didn't even talk about them in this video at all, because they were not shown that much in the trailers. And there are obviously more characters that will be relevant to the story and to the game, and will give us missions, side quests and all that. So there is much more content, and what I covered in this video, it's just something we can see on the surface. But the iceberg goes much deeper than that. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. It makes me do the videos more and more often and I'm trying to improve with each video. I know my editing is not as good as other YouTubers, but I'm trying my best as I can and I'm learning. And I hope that you enjoyed the videos. I'll see you in the next one.